Tesla has a lot of useful and hidden features that you might not even know about. Ordinary users most often do not try to delve into the capabilities of their machine, but there are those people who have thoroughly studied their car and use all its functions to the fullest. That is why, thanks to inquisitive people, we can learn as much as possible about our car. For example, despite the ease of use of the phone, you have too many details left out of using Android or even iOS. And that is why, on the internet, you can see a ton of fascinating information about your gadgets. And today I am the same inquisitive person who will tell you about the hidden functions of your Tesla. Namely, today we will talk about the hidden features of the Tesla Model S. Before we start, do not forget to like this video and write a comment on how much experience with your Tesla you have, so that at the end you understand what features you don't even know about guessed. Therefore, let's get started right away. Hi, and welcome to the Top First channel. First of all, we're going to talk about gesture controls. This screen actually has a lot of gesture controls, and this is what they are: everything from switching the media player, like you just saw, from the driver's side and passenger, and minimize it if you wish, up and down, and all that good stuff. But if you slide from the center out here, it gives you quick access to your important bits, like the control center. The controls is just a quick important layout. The most important one that you may prefer is using the most is the suspension height. Whenever you're pulling up on a parking spot with a blocky curve, you can quickly just swing this out and tap on raised suspension to prevent your front lower bumper from hitting anything. So that's a little quick bit tip right here. Another gesture control, as you just saw, you could close it just like that. So it's much more efficient doing this compared to popping up the control center by tapping on very small car icon right here. Another important gesture control is the temperature climate. Whenever you tap on it like so, you could adjust the temperature just by simply raising the little slide bar just like this. Same can be done on the passenger side, so you have a visibility of better understanding how you could do this. And if you want to turn off all entirely, you could just press and hold and it's grayed out and the climate control is completely turned off, and you could turn it back on by simply tapping on it or doing that, which is like the old-fashioned way. In the navigation icon, if you slide down, this will quickly actually set navigation to home. If you slide to the other side, it will also do it to work. If you're at the work location, you'll automatically default to home. Home will default to work, and then, when using navigation, you can actually tap the top portion right here. This will actually quickly take it to overview, so you have an idea how far you are throughout the progress. You tap again to go back to the regular simple view, and then, whenever the voice navigation starts talking, if you catch it on time, you guys will use the scroll wheel to lower the volume this way as well instead of going into the settings. Now, something quickly worth talking about is this toolbar right here is fully customizable. You can simply hold down on any icon you have the ability to remove like this and click and drag how many things you want down here that you primarily find yourself using the most. So this is fully customizable. While backing up, you can actually slide up to unveil the left and the right side cameras, and if you don't like it, you can hide it entirely. Now, in terms of the Tesla apps, this is how you will prefer having a preference. But before we get started, you can actually hit the plus icon if your app supports widgets, because you can actually find the Tesla widget right here, which you can click and drag, and actually gives you a lot of information of your vehicle. Not only does it show you that Sentry Mode is enabled, but also show you the range, and at times, it'll tell you the location where your vehicle is parked. So by launching the Tesla app, here are some settings I recommend adjusting. That's disabled by default, but if you actually tap on your profile and scroll down to settings, in the notification tab, I recommend enabling the notifications you wish to actually receive. By default, all of these were disabled, including Sentry Mode, which will actually send you a push notification whenever your vehicle alarm is triggered. And then once you have that all set, if your alarm is triggered, it's good to know that you can actually go into security and you can actually tap Sentry Mode. And you can view all the 4 cameras right here on your device. Now we are supercharging, but it will look like this on a normal day. So this reason why it's not letting us do it. And if you don't see this on your device, don't panic. It's disabled by default, and to enable this you have to be in your vehicle, go into the Safety tab, scroll down to where you see Enabled Live Feed. Right here, just toggle this on. It's disabled by default because it uses up your cell phone data, and this also has a voice changer as well, so you can spook people away. If you notice their games suspiciously or making contact to your vehicle, you can scare them away this way.
I am Tesla. I am the king. You can't rob me.
What the fuck is this?
Now, rear seats, it's awesome that your passengers can actually have access to your media control. They can play Netflix, YouTube, whatever streaming device you have paired and connected to your account back here, but sometimes it can get annoying, especially if you have little ones who love to troll and play pause and play, adjust the audio, and all that good stuff you can lock by simply launching the vehicle settings. Tap on display. Here is where you'll go to lock the rear entertainment system from them, from having the ability to adjust your media. And if you like to control their air vents and stuff like that, you could easily do so here as well. By launching the AC side right here, just go on the rear passengers, and this is where you actually toggle it, and also talk their heated seats and such. You just can't move the vents. Unfortunately, they have to do it on their end, so you have to unlock it and let them adjust. And if you're unsure, you have other different modes here as well, so you have access to in this menu for the AC dog mode, camp mode, and you can see them all right here. Outside the vehicle, there's a couple of hidden features here as well. Starting off with the trunk, if your garage doesn't have enough clearance, you could actually catch the trunk, grab it, and lower it down to the appropriate height. To fit in the garage, press and hold the back button back here. You'll hear a beep sound, and it'll actually save it. So next time when you open up the trunk, the cargo hatch will actually pause and stop at that adjusted height. Then, still in the cargo hatchback, over here there's actually a hole with a string that you pull as an emergency latch. Then both driver and passenger doors actually have override manual overrides to open up the door. In case of an emergency, if the battery just is dead, just pull these little latches, they're little levers, and they will just pop open the door. Now, hidden feature I personally like is enabling the auto walk-away feature. When you walk away from the vehicle, as soon as your phone with you, your vehicle detects your phone walking away, and you'll automatically self-lock, and it will actually make a beep sound. If you like to enable this, you can simply do so by going into the vehicle settings, go into locks, and scroll down to where you see walk away or lock. When this is enabled, it's your personal preference. You want to exclude your home address or not. But when this is enabled, it will automatically lock the vehicle, and if you enable the phone mirror, it'll also do that. I also recommend personally to toggle the horn, so you can at least hear that it locked in case you forget your phone inside, as well as close all windows. But when locked, in case you forget, a recommendation is enable the notifications down here for extending the push notification if your window or door is left open on accident. Now, in terms of funny Easter eggs, you can find a majority of them in the arcade section, but whenever you're starting your car from the exterior point of view, there is also this Easter egg where when you tap the power button, this button right here on the Tesla charger 10 times rapidly, it'll actually do a fuller color. In addition to that, in the EQ settings, in the sub, if you max it out, it'll say random things like this. That's just a little Easter egg exclusively for the Model S and for the Model X. This is all of the hidden features for the Model S for now. A small part of them you met in my past videos, but in this case they haven't become useless. And I'm sure that many of you didn't even know about some features that I shared with you today. And if so, share with your opinion in comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to be in touch with newest cars news.